Welcome to Karmaland. High Vibes Friday, or Woo Woo Friday, what you want to say. 528 hertz frequency. Welcome into Karmaland. Hope you're well this Friday. Woo woo. So we have full moon tomorrow. Yes, lots of vibes, guys. I think it's in Scorpio, right? Is that correct? Or no, it might be Cancer. My bad, it's in Cancer. So I was gonna pull cards. I had a dream that was intriguing, and I keep thinking about timelines and what it means. And like the specific dream was like a situation with a couple, kind of a couple, sort of, I guess. I don't want to say too much. It's just a random dream, but what I think is things work out the way they're supposed to work out. So people get really hung up on the situation at hand, thinking it's one way or being jealous or this or that, but you're not letting it unfold to this proper, you don't know how it's going to go. You don't know how it's going to wind up. You don't know how it's going to end. You just have to go with the flow, and that's part of the process. And find some pleasure and joy in that, because I feel like it's really cool. There's a couple of cards here. Light in the darkness. I mean, think about that, right? It's really cool. Like if you have a candle in the dark and it's glowing, and mouths are drawn to the candle, such and such, whatever. Just the light darkness. That's a powerful. Be that light, and we all have some good and bad, and I remember dealing with that when I was younger, like struggling with my personality and my issues and thinking, am I good? Am I bad? Because of things, you're involved with, you're young, and you have to level up. And that's the point of this, because you don't know how things are going. You just have to play along and grow along the way. The Circle of Love. This looks like the Rumpelstiltskin story, doesn't it? So real love is not transactional, though. It's like just giving without receiving anything, without expectation of anything. Real love is just loving everything, all things, finding that love, passion, joy in the moment. Nobody's in my chat. I'm surprised. Surprised. Friday vibe. The journey begins. This is it. You're waking up. Things are happening. So it's beginning. Because when you're not conscious, it's not really a beginning. You're not really on a path or whatever. You have to become more conscious and more aware. And then you're making intentional movements in your life. And that is cool and interesting. Thanks for coming to Karmaland. Make sure you hit the like. I see 8 people here. And this is the Vibe Weekend. We like to talk about like higher consciousness, higher timelines, portals, dimensions. What's it all about, right? What is this? What is this? Sometimes we talk aliens. Hello, Katie. How are you? Welcome back. Or I think I've seen you before. The ecstasy of infinity. Wow. Wow. There's so many interesting cards. Just the awakening process, what you're learning. The ecstasy of infinity. And don't forget tomorrow's full moon. Oh, we have 23. Thank you. Oh, really? Thank you. My friend Stacy's shirt, her design. I always cut. Oops. I always cut the shoulders or neck or whatever. And then I have a tank top. I like my tank top. So yeah. And thank you, Katie. And I hope you're well. Make sure you're hitting the like for me. But do you ever just wonder, like, I think if you get a little existential, which I do sometimes, especially on Thursdays. Today's Friday, though, so you wonder what it's all about. What's the point? What's this mean? What's this? And see, you get a little too out. Thank you for the like. I appreciate you. And we can't always get down the path of, thinking too much. Thinking too much, you just think yourself in a corner. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to think too much. You want to allow. You want to breathe. You want to feel. You want to be a part of it. Of this life and experience. It really is magical, and can be the more your mindset goes in that direction, I think. Ooh, I opened up this deck, and the first card has fairy spotting. I didn't even get shuffling or anything. It was just right there. It's time to go spotting. It said that seeing is believing, but the fact is the opposite of true. Believing is seeing. I think I like this card. I think that's why it was sitting there, because I really like that card. Believing is seeing. You're creating it with your mindset. The belief is the mindset. Thank you for the likes, guys. Appreciate you. Yeah, and these cards are super cute, like super cute. This is my fairy, Oracle of Fairies. I have many decks. I like to pull them because I feel like it's a tool. Pull a couple cards. It inspires you to think or question things. It opens up your subconscious. It connects you to the divine. There's a lot of really cool things with the cards. I love the cards, especially the beautiful, beautiful cards. During the colder months, the fairy queen of winter will help you manifest the most heartfelt wishes as long as your intentions of the highest good of all. Ooh, I put highest good in my description. I have 24 people here. Make sure you guys are hitting the like. Welcome to Karma Land. It's about the vibes, the frequency, the timelines, the dimensions, the aliens, the angels, all the things. We're open to all the things, and I think being open is half the battle. Half the battle, right? Being open and to the awareness, open to the possibility. Yeah, my dream was interesting, and I did kind of log it. I'll show you. Oh, don't tell me I've lost it. Okay, here's, I log it usually in my phone. Hello, Carney Vixen. But I did it this time on paper. Look at that messy little handwriting. The messiest handwriting. I told you, I made a video the other day about maybe she's crazy because she has some messy handwriting. I bet you can't read that. But it was talking about the, it has to unfold in the dream. It was really interesting. And I like I get dropped into other people's lives in my dreams sometimes because it's not my own life. Many, many times it's been someone else's life that I'm seeing and experiencing, seeing different people, different circumstances. And again, I find that very intriguing. I find it intriguing. That's why I like logging my dreams. I'm going to put this in a scrapbook or something later because you can keep that messy writing. Hope you're well today. Hey, Carney Vixen, make sure you hit the like for me. I hope well. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. One step here, one step there. A little bit of movement towards the goals, towards the things. You may not understand it at first either, by the way. So, depending on what you're drawn to, what your passion is, that will lead you. If you follow your passion, will lead you to kind of your gifts, it's all going to unfold there. You want to follow those highest joys, highest moments, highest passions. And when you follow those for yourself, not for other people, we do things for ourselves. We go in path, and that's how we will intersect with other people. Ooh, I want to talk about a movie I just watched last night. Ooh, one that says healing. I'll read it in a minute, but I watched a movie. I actually tried to watch it twice because I was like, ooh, do I like this movie? I kind of like it. I hate this movie. I kind of hate it. Like, I don't know. I'm confused. I'm a little like, you're welcome back, Carney Vixen. Hit the like for me. It was an interesting movie. It's called All of You, I think is what it's called. I liked it, but I didn't like it at the same time. Okay, so it's a little bit of sci-fi. It's in the future or something where there's a test, scientists can show you who your soulmate is. Some people want to take the test and know who their soulmate is. Oh, you did? And other people don't want to take the test and don't want who their soulmate is. And it's a love story, but it's also like, can you be honest with can you live honestly? Because the girl was with basically two people, but not telling the other person. Like, it's weird, right? And you could just, if you felt this way, you could just be honest and tell everyone. What do you think of it, Katie? What did you think of that movie? Because I thought, I was kind of like, do I like it? I don't know. I watched it 2 times. And I'm sort of torn. Like, I like it. I think I'm going to give it a 7 rating, maybe, or 7.5. It's a pretty good film, but I don't know. When you rate a movie, you got to rate it on what it feels. You know, and the way that they did it, and they did a good job. Yeah, it's a good movie. I mean, I like it. I give it a 7.5, I think. Because I like the concept of, okay, so there's this test that people could learn. But also, what if it's a test that's a fake test, you know, like that's going to trick people? Do we believe it's real and legitimate? They're going to just pick some name and say that's your soulmate person? And then what makes you think that is the one and only person? P.S. I've seen too many things in real life. You know, people that have been together for 50-something years and then one partner passes away and it's like, oh, that's sad. Oh, a 5. You only give it a 5 out of like 10? A 5 out of 10? I like to hear what other people think. I'm such a movie person. I love the movie called Mr. Nobody with Jared Leto. That's another timeline. All the timelines exist. All the things can happen. And it did. And he lived it. It's quite a story. And I mean, you know, Jared Leto, director cut. I'm a movie person, but I also like the concept of the spirituality part of it behind it. Like, I think it proved that she was happier was with him in her life when her best friend guy was in her life. If she was proven that she was happier, she took the test and it said somebody else was her soulmate. So it kind of messed with people, right? And it's like the, oh, she wants her cake and eats it too kind of story. Oh, you know, Jared Leto, I have it. Hang on. If you hang on 1 second, I'll show it to you. Hold on. Okay, so let's see what it is. I have the unrated director cut. 2013 is what it says here, but I think it might have been in 2009 when they actually made it. And if you look at the preview, like if you go online and you look at the trailer, it's whoa. It's whoa. There's like a timeline where he dies. There's a timeline where is this girl. There's a timeline where he marries somebody else. There's a timeline where he picked his parent to go with. It's just like everything exists. It existed. It's crazy as hell. I do like it. It's a little sad, but I like whatever. I like to think about it. I also like the movie They Live from the 80s because it's talking about like programming and how, just like the Truman Show. My son loves the Truman Show. He really loves it. Anyway, I could talk about movies a lot, I think. So, I don't know. But I like to talk about, I don't know. I just feel stuff really gets me interested. So if anyone has anything good to say that would get me interested more, that would be cool, because somebody came in from Brazil once and told me some really cool stuff. So I hear, ooh, I have the Oracle of Portals deck. So hopefully you saw I had this movie to show you. But the multiverse, see, we're talking about the multiverse. We're talking about all the timelines that exist. What's my favorite movie? Oh my gosh, that's so hard because I love so many movies, but Mr. Brooks is up there. Mr. Brooks with Kevin Costner. It's messed up though. I just saw Wicked the other day. That was pretty good. I saw Spirit. Oh my God, I like all movies. How can I pick one? What is your favorite movie? How can I pick a favorite? I love them all. I love so many movies. I used to watch a movie called Fall over and over again. There's also some Ben Affleck movies that I find very interesting. He plays some interesting characters in movies. I find him interesting as well. What did he play? Ooh, I only watched like 2 seasons of Stranger Things. Everyone is talking about Stranger Things currently. Everyone's talking about it. I'm not watching that. I've been into other shows and other movies. But everyone's talking about Stranger Things. I had the furniture in my house that they had in that show. Like, because I grew up in that time period where they're like, so yeah, I'm like, there's my furniture. The other day in one of my other videos, I like pulled out a book, a photo book with picture of my, do I still have that in here? I don't know. I don't see it right here, but yeah, I have a picture of my chair, my couch that was exactly the same as their, but anyway, I think I've only seen like 2 seasons, so I'm not caught up at all. But the multiverse portal card. Tomorrow is full moon. Tomorrow is full moon. Yeah, I grew up in my house, right, at that time period. So it was popular looking furniture, I guess. I don't have it in my house at this moment. I did when I was growing up. So, you know, like the corded phones and the certain things that they show was like, holy crap, that's the furniture for my house. From then, from my time period of being a kid, the 80s and 90s, 80s, 90s. Rebirth, voyage. You got healing. Now is the time for you to give and receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal. I think that's so interesting. Thank you, Katie, for chatting with me in here because it makes it more fun. People come in and chat. Makes it a lot more interesting. I just believe in all those dimension things and all that, but I don't believe in like called as something. I don't believe in those like negative forces. I guess that's just where I don't go that route, but this is a cool picture. I like my cards that are cool. It's Friday, tomorrow Saturday, and then oh my lord, it's the weekend here. Woo woo woo. Oh yeah, here's my labradorite wand. I love my labradorite wand. And then I also wear labradorite every day because I'm a fire sign, so I need to cool me and balance me. Happy New Year's to you, Justin. Katie's back in the house. Welcome back. Thanks for the 3 likes, everyone. Ooh, Taylor Swift. Taylor, I think she's awesome. My son loves her, so I always buy him Christmas cards, birthday cards with Taylor Swift. And hold on, I have one right here. No, that's not it. Hold on. Merry Swiftmas, it says. Merry Swiftmas. And Christmas ornaments and things like that. Funny. Come together. Fairies like to be busy in groups, in a group of them, showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps the job done. I like that. I do not play Roblox. No, I do not. Do not play Roblox. Inspiration. We got teamwork, come together. I feel like connecting with people in the same vibration and frequency is really cool. It's like light energy. Yeah, I don't play Roblox. I barely play anything game related. The only things that I do is talk about spiritual stuff, read books on spiritual stuff, play with oracle cards, and watch movies. Oh, and I create art and take pictures of photography. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she'll call on you anytime. Feeling inspired, create something, get in the flow. You're on a journey right now. It's all discovery and leveling up, and I guess there's more solar flare activity. I haven't been like keeping track of it on my space weather app. Add a space weather app to your phone and you can keep track of solar flare activity. That stuff brings in energy to the planet, to your energy body. Sometimes disrupts your sleep, mess with your moods. What the very first time it happened, I noticed it and I was aware of it, was in 2020, where it felt like the energy knocked me over. And then I felt queasy just standing in my room. Now I think about, okay, we're on a planet that's spinning, like gravity, but there was an interruption with the solar flare activity with the energy body, and I felt it. Literally, I've seen and I'm aware of so much, and I know it, whether people want to believe what I say or not, that is totally fine. I'm aware of, I'm completely in touch with the understanding of what my experience has been. So June 6, 2022, 2 years after I had been knocked over by a solar flare integration, or whatever you want to say, that came into the Mother Earth energy frequency, June 6, 2022, I was like, I saw a portal. Okay? So there's these little things that have happened to me over the years. When I was 5, alien interaction. And then since then, a couple more that have been like following up, kind of like, I feel like the aliens and angels are the same kind of thing. And they're like, your guides are coming in. Maybe my guides are aliens. I don't know. I don't know exactly. Okay. But I know some. I can tell you some of it. Just some of it. Oh, tree wisdom, like a tree fairy. We love that. So yeah, when I'm talking about weird stuff, it's not for everyone. You may not understand. You may not believe me. You may not feel in touch with that. But some people will. And I feel like I'm going to keep making content, keep talking about it, blogging my dreams. I've been working on writing a book. We'll see if that ever occurs. I've been doing that since I started when I was 11 and then I never finished. Then I started in college and then I never finished. If it ever happens, right? Maybe I will though, because there's so many interesting things that occur when you're paying attention, when you're aware, and you see that a lot of stuff is fake and a facade to keep your attention distracted. I was just talking about movies. In some regard, that keeps me distracted. However, I'm looking for clues and hints and stuff. There's like things that have come in as warnings, or they already told you about something that was going to happen or happening or going on. So if you ever have interesting dreams, log it down. I feel it's important information there. Yeah, so this is cool. True wisdom, and she flute, and it says her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sounds it makes. P.S. I hear frequencies, and I have off and on since, like I said, 20, it became more obvious. I was probably asleep before then. You know, probably not aware of all of it. But here's 528 hertz frequency. I love it. There's so much vibration. Now, please remember, it's very important to know, you can look stuff up, you can do research, but the human eye can only see so many things, right? And, you know, how do I explain that? I'm really bad at explaining it. I'm not a scientist. I'm just a normal person, right, on the planet. And the human ear can only hear certain frequencies. There's things we cannot hear. There's things that exist in our dimension, in our time, in our space that we can't see or hear, or we don't know. That's why it's nice to meditate and relax and open up and get in touch with it, because you'll learn, things will come in, and you'll learn stuff and you'll understand better. And believe yourself, trust your gut. You're like a magical being that you just don't know, and you need to remind yourself. So anyway, thanks for coming to Karma Land. Purity, shine from within. Always trust the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within you will find the answers to your questions. You can ask questions to yourself as you go to sleep. Right before you go to sleep, I hit theta brainwaves. Oh my God. Every time I'm so amazed. You're just looking at the back of your eyelids, but you're seeing things. You're seeing numbers or flashes or faces or ghosts, but not ghosts really. But you're seeing things. Images are coming in. That's your third eye activation. That's information coming in. So then you have to pay attention to what it is. It's wild. It's wild. So I suggest meditating, just breathing in and out, grounding with nature, bare feet on the ground, touching trees. I kiss trees. Shine from within. Look at your only skin. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within. It's time for you to shine. It's time for you to self-accept and reveal your true beauty. Another thing is people get really hung up on ego and what you look like and this and that. This is a suit that we're here wearing right now, right? We start out young, we get old. It's a suit. If we're lucky, we get old, right? Because we're a spiritual person or being, and so you would consider that to be like a light being. You close your eyes and you like kind of see, you can kind of know. You know, if there's a part of you, the awareness part of you, the deep connection is the light part, the light connected to source, connected to the lights. Look at the stars and see what you see. Open that awareness up. I think this is all for today. I didn't mean for it to get so woo-woo, but it's okay. Let's be woo-woo. Until next time.